a little update while I'm waxing this. Wax on, wax off. The plan was to use both molds, this one and this one. I'm still working on this one. I will tell you more about it in a second. And as a second mold, I want to use this one. Now this is one that I already used before. And I actually, this is like, how do you say that? Like, it evolved from other work that I did. Like, I even removed the little display window here on this one. Anyways, let me tell you about the other mold that I'm trying to fix here. It is looking pretty promising. Like, I fixed this corner over here. I still have to sand this down a little bit later. But you can see that it's not going to be short anymore in the corner here. On the other side, this corner was also very messed up. So this looks like it's fixed. I still have to sand it. But if you look in here, there's also a little gap that still needs to be filled up a little bit. In here. Here. So this is still not fully cured yet, so I can start working on this part here when it's all fully cured and sanded. And it's gonna take another day for stuff to dry up. I want to do something more productive today than just working on the ashtray. That's why I got this mold that I made a while back. It's actually made almost the same way. I just noticed I don't have a lot of the stretchy material left, so it's going to be somewhat of a tight fit, but I think we'll manage. I would have to make the connector for the vacuum line here. Usually I would just leave the back open and I would work with the molds in here and then close it off later when I'm done. Because it's going to be a tight fit, I'm going to close the back now the way I want it and just leave an opening for later, because I don't want to end up with a sticky mess here and then me folding the back wrong, because that would just suck. cut out pieces of breather. I have cut out several pieces. This has to be able to move around in the bag. Same with the peel ply. This is coated peel ply, and this stuff is honestly a lifesaver. This is regular peel ply, and this stuff can get so stuck that you can easily just destroy your part just trying to get this off later. It costs a bit more, but it's well worth it. have been chasing a vacuum leak. It could be anywhere, but it seems that the biggest one was from here somewhere. I also put some gummy tape around here, and that still didn't work. So maybe I have to redo all these connections. Maybe that will help. So it's been about 20 hours. I always love these moments. It's like Christmas, like getting a present and hoping it came out right and makes you happy. You know what I mean? In this case, we got 2 presents. Now it is best to actually start pulling this off now instead of when it's out of the mold, because if you do it like this, you're gonna have some more strength of the mold, and you'll have less chance of bending the part. Seems that the glue became sticky again, or is still sticky. Maybe from the coated pure ply, I don't know. It does have a little imperfection here, but this should be an easy fix. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. It does look like there was not a lot of resin here. Like it's almost like it sucked it dry. We still have another one to go. So I said that it sucked the resin dry here, but after some closer inspection in the light, that's not really what happened. It looks like this is actually okay. The reason why it looks white here is because the carbon fiber is just not sitting all the way up. So this is what you call bridging, and that's why it doesn't look black here on this edge, because the carbon fiber is just sitting too far down. I think the same happened over here. Actually, now I'm looking. Yeah. Well, it's not that bad, but yeah, you can see it. You can see it over here as well on this edge. Here it looks a little bit whitish. This might have something to do with my vacuum leak. So before spending another hour getting the pure ply off, I just pulled it out of the mold because I already noticed this is not a 90-degree angle, so something must have happened here. And yes, this part is even worse than the other one. Like very obvious bridging here. And the sides are a mess. Hey guys, girls. As I was editing the footage, I noticed there was no bridging, so it must have happened later and not when I left it. So I was thinking to myself, well, what could have caused it? And then I realized because of the vacuum leak, the pump was smoking very bad and it lost a lot of oil. And because it lost a lot of oil, it couldn't pull vacuum anymore. So I'm pretty sure that that's the reason why this project failed. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to redo all my connections here. I'm gonna put a new hose on here as well, and I'm going to make sure that everything is like 100% now, and if it's not, I have to come back and just refill the oil. So yeah, that must have been a problem, and I'm going to redo everything real quick off camera and show you guys and girls the result again. Now, in case you don't know, this is where you can see the oil level, and it should be in the middle, and it was in the middle. You can see how much it dropped. I just found a roll of pretty cool stuff. This is vacuum bag film. It's this size here, but then 5 meters long. And the cool stuff is the sides are actually closed already, so you're not going to have any vacuum leak from there. Of course, you would have to seal it on this side and on the other side. It's not as stretchy as the other one, so I'm not sure if this stuff is going to work. It's also pretty old, but I don't think that matters. Like you can see it discolored a little bit. I don't know for how long I have this stuff. So this is going to be the first time that I'm going to try this. Hope I'm not going to make another mistake here, but I'm just curious. It's been about 24 hours. Let's see if we could have a look first, and if it came out good. I'm gonna put it back in here and take the pure ply off. It did come out better than last time. Still a little bit of bridging. We might be able to fix this. But if it's worth doing, depends if the original part will actually fit in here. Oh, this came out pretty good. Oh, from the mold I mean. Again, there seems to be some bridging here. It's not as bad as last time, but it's still pretty obvious. So I kept going back to push around the edges, like every few hours or so, and still it bridged. The angle might be too difficult. Could also be that it turned out that this was just not flexible enough. So I guess the only thing to do would be to try again and use the other film, or maybe just give up on trying to do it this way. See, this one came out better at the top compared to the other one. So maybe it is still possible to do it like this. I have no other plans for this other than put 2 new layers of carbon fiber on here and then make a mold of that. You can see it copied all the imperfections from the original part. So when we process this and have an actual nice laminated carbon fiber finish on it, if you know what I mean, and then make a mold of that, and you can already see a big difference if you look at this one. This is like a deeper black, and it's actually more glossy, even though this is not really a finished surface. It's already a lot more glossy than the other one. And I did some testing. It looks like it's fitting. But for the final fitment I would have to hold it in place with some double-sided tape. See, I'm trying not to move it by putting pressure on it. But as you can see, it should fit. And the top layer, you can always add another layer of resin on here, or clear coat, and that would already look a lot better than this. Remember, this is straight out of the mold. It's not even cleaned yet. So in part 3, I'm going to fix this up, and I'm going to skin this part, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll do a quick video of the mold, but not like the whole process again.